Hello everyone, welcome to Artificial Art Brushes. I am Vidhi. I am from New Delhi. I am a watercolor artist and today I will be teaching you all how to make this beautiful seascape painting with watercolors. Pretty, right? Watch the whole video and learn how to make this easily with very nominal supplies. So let's see what all we need today. For this painting, we will be needing a clean palette, a masking tape for the edges, a watercolor paper with 300 GSM thickness and 100% cotton texture, watercolor set, any colors will work, a clean water glass, and a pencil for making the sketch. We will be using these four brushes mainly in our painting. Two round brushes we will be using for most of the work. Details are added using the fine detailer brush, and for spreading the water I will be using a flat brush. The bristles of these brushes are very smooth and soft and regain their shape after usage. You can see the tip is very pointy, which makes it very good to work with watercolors, gouache, acrylic and even oil paintings. So these are the supplies that we will be using today. Let's start with the tutorial. So we will start by taping down our paper with the masking tape on all the four sides of the paper, and make sure that the tape is properly attached to the paper. Then make a rough sketch. I am adding a shoreline, a small bit of mountain and many rocks in the sea part of the painting. So these are the colors that we will be using today, and you guys can take a screenshot if you need a reference. Now we will start by spreading the water on the sky part of the painting using a size 8 flat brush from Artificial Art Brushes. You can use any brush that you have. We have wet the paper to do wet on wet technique. We start by adding yellow, orange, red, pink colors to the sky, and after that we will top it off with blue color. Make sure that you don't use too much of color or don't use too less of the color. Let them mix and blend together so that they can create a clean and blended look. Now I'm adding the pink color in the sky. After you are done with this part, dab some pink color on the sheet. Make sure that the sheet is still wet and the color has to flow automatically on its own. So don't use too much of brush in this area. Only just drop the color so that it can flow. Add some more pigment to the sky so that it can give the sky a dense look. And once you are done with this, then start by dropping the blue color on the top part of the sky in the similar way as you did with the pink color. Just drop, don't use too much of the brush, and still paper should be wet for this technique to work. If you feel at any point of time that the paper is drying up and is not wet for the technique to work properly, you can spray the water on the paper rather than using the brush to spread the water. So as you can see, I'm mostly done with my sky. I'm just adding more layers in the sky to make it look more dense, to make it look like yes, there are clouds in the sky. And I'm adding light blue, dark blue, denim blue and violet color for this. If your sky looks a little bit dull after drying up, you can add a second layer of the same colors to the sky, because watercolors have a tendency to fade after they dry up. So this can make it look a little bit of dull. So you can add a second layer definitely. Now we are done with our sky, and we will start with the bottom part of the painting, that is our sea. So spread the water in the similar way as we did with the top part, and spread it evenly. Now we will be using a pink shade and spread it across the whole area of the sea. I will now be using a combination of denim blue and violet color to spread this in the sea, and I will be spreading it in the random places so that it appears to be a reflection from the sky. Keep adding these horizontal strokes in the sea and make sure that you include all of the colors that you have used in the sky in your sea. So as we used yellow, we are adding it in the sea also because it is a reflection. So make sure you do that. As you can see, after my layer dried, it appears to be very dull and faded. So I am adding a second layer in a similar way that I did previously. Now add a mountain on the shoreline of the painting using a violet color. After that, take a mixture of black and white, more white and less of black to form a grayish color, and make the rocks in the sea using this color. I also added some horizontal strokes using the same color. So when I was making the mountain, my paper was still a little bit wet, so the mountain and sea got mixed. So now I'm using a pink shade to create a clear division between the two. Now I'm picking up some black color on my detailer round brush and adding more details to my rocks. Using the same color, I also added a little bit details to my mountains because it was appearing to be very dull. And next, take a white shade and add some waves in the sea, and so that it appears to be foamy. Also, to give the painting very realistic look, you can add white lines to the bottom of the rocks, and it will highlight the rocks and make them look realistic. So yeah, we are done with our painting and just look how amazing it is. Let's remove these masking tapes and reveal those beautiful clean edges. This is my favorite part while making the painting. Sometimes this happens that when you remove the masking tapes, little bit of paper comes along with it. So this happened and I'm fixing it using the same shades that I use in the sea. And also, if the color gets out of the line, you can use white gouache or acrylic color to fix that. So I felt my clouds were looking a little bit of dull, so I'm adding this blue color. This is totally an optional step and you don't need to do this. And that's it, we are done with the painting. These brushes are truly amazing. Trust me guys, you need to buy them. I will be linking them in the description below. If you try this tutorial, then do post it on Instagram and tag Artichils Art Brushes. We would love to see your work. If you like this tutorial, then do press the thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel. You can find me on Instagram as Blissful Brushes, and you can also check my tutorials on my YouTube channel. So do check it out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.